Hello, hey guys. So I just I recently got into this topic. I can't recall how I got into it, but I'm starting to look more into introverted feeling (FI) as a cognitive function, and I'm starting to take a deeper look into INFPs. I can't remember why. It could be because a lot of TV shows feature an INFP main character. It's pretty common. And my friend, one of my closest friends, is an INFP. So I kind of got an inside look into their minds. And I got into the idea that INFPs, well, FI specifically, is, as a cognitive function, is concerned with authenticity. And I just put that in the back of my mind for a few months, I think. And I think yesterday I was having a talk with my friend, and she's confused about what her type is. She could be an INTP, but she tried to type herself as a through her. It doesn't matter what her story is. It's not important. And I suppose I just want to quickly say that my conversation with her last night kind of made me more acutely aware that I'm having troubles expressing myself and simply being me, as opposed to having this version of me for other people. So like like as I interact with people, or if in any way I am doing something in front of people, that I'm aware that someone else is seeing me, is interacting with me, or something like that. I don't do what I would normally naturally do. I would do what I think they would want me to do. I would do what pleases them. And so it's kind of like I observe them, and I see what they want, or what they need, or what would make them feel even slightly better, and I just do that. I just say that, and I do that with such perfection that they can't see that that's not the real me. And because of that, nobody ever sees the real me. I never ever express myself. I express what I think others need to be expressed out of me. And I kind of noticed, I become more acutely aware that this is starting to become a problem. I can't live and be myself if I'm not being myself. I can't make good friends if I'm not being myself around other people to attract good friends that would be fit. That would fit as my friends in my life. I can't find the right people, and I definitely can't meet a good girl, a good person to date, to be with, if I'm not being myself. It's just all of that is an impossibility. There's no social life that is healthy for me, that is good for me, if I'm not being myself. That's just simply impossible. And I started to observe my INFP friend a bit more closely. I started to reflect on his identity and his character. And I realized he is being authentic. He is being himself. He's not concerned with what others need for him to be, but sometimes he empathizes with a different person, and he tries to do good, but he's not being a different person. He's simply being himself. That's it. He's very authentic. And I saw my my other INFP friend, and I saw he's so authentic. I never picked up on that, but he's so himself. He's so organic. He's so natural. He's not faking himself. He's not being something he is not to please other people or to make friends or to blah blah blah. He's just being himself, and I find that wonderful. I find that incredible. I honestly can't get over the fact of how authentic these two guys are. Now, it may come off as somewhat feminine or not as masculine. Who gives a shit? They're being themselves, and they're like, I also picked up on, I also recall that FI is also concerned with internal harmony, as opposed to FE is concerned with external harmony. and I have FE as my inferior function. So I'm very concerned with external harmony, but I was never concerned with internal harmony. I was never concerned with my own harmony, ever. And so because of that, I don't have internal harmony. In fact, as similar to my INTP friends, I have an internal war. It's a great conflict within me towards myself. It is not harmony. It's the complete opposite of harmony. It is a war. It is exhausting. It's a constant struggle every moment of every day. There's no harmony there. And just as how ENTJs direct their force and ruthlessness towards the outside world, the INTP does the same towards themselves. And so those two things coupled together makes me very uneasy and very strict towards my own behavior. And because of that, I don't be myself. I be what I logically think I should be. That's horrible. That's not right. That's not the way to live. And that's a major strength in life. But it needs to be regulated. It needs to be looked over. It can't be left alone like that. It runs rampant, and instead of making you better, it creates chaos within you. It's not right. Anyway, this is too long of a video. I just wanted to quickly say, I mean, my thoughts towards INFPs and FI in my life, or for others in general, is still very new. This is all very new to me. I just wanted to put this bundle of thought out there, and I want to compile more thoughts. I want to keep chasing this. I want to keep going after this to see what happens and what I can come up with to improve my life, basically, and to improve anyone else's life who is interested and who's also struggling with the same thing. Yeah, I just noticed that FI is just like, it's my 8th function in socionics, so I don't pay much attention to it. I don't really, I mean, I don't know much about socionics, but I know that it's my least preferred function, and I need to pay more attention to it, consciously speaking. Now, that may be costly mentally speaking. It may be exhausting. It may be hard to do, but I'm starting to, like, I'm breaking down my life, my reality a bit. Like, I'm going more in depth into what's causing my problems and what I can do to make things better, and so on and so on. And I'm noticing that expressing myself is a big deal, and I'm severely neglecting self-expression. I'm severely neglecting myself. Yeah, I put my needs at first, but I don't do it in a healthy way. I don't do it in a productive way. I do it in a very self-destructive and harmful way. I indulge, and it's not really good for me. In fact, it's bad for me, but it's my needs. And actually, this is more of an Enneagram thing. It's an Enneagram health level, that you're more concerned with your needs. I can't recall what the fuck am I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. Anyway. Back to FI. Internal harmony. So I'm gonna end the video here, and just want to last say that doesn't matter who you are, you can learn a hell of a lot from other types. A lot. Like, a lot. I'm just like, a lot. You can learn a ton from every other type. And I'm slowly navigating and traversing the types one by one, not in a systematic way, but just my intuition is now telling me to take a look into INFPs and FI specifically, because it seems like that's what I need in my life. Because again, I'm lacking self-expression. I'm not expressing myself, and I can't get over the fact that I'm not expressing myself at all. And it is like, why am I not expressing myself? What's making this difficult for me to just say what I want to say? I mean, even logically, it makes no sense that I repress or suppress or oppress myself. I don't know what the difference between these three words mean. It makes no logical sense that I don't express myself. It just doesn't. It makes no fucking sense. And now I'm confused. Like, I'm not even following my own TI framework. What's going on here? I don't know. Either way, let's take a look at what INFPs do and try to see how I can do the same thing. I mean, the past few months I've been looking deeply into ENTJs and how they do things. I mimicked them a lot, and it has helped me a lot in my life. Like, really fucking a lot. Like, it turned my life upside down in a very positive way, from black to white. Just changed everything. And now it's possible that maybe I just need to be more INFP-like or FI-like, just to understand that being so concerned with universal harmony is not very good for me, and it's not going to be good for other people as well, because I can't do much right now. Maybe in the future, yes, I'm not going to drop my FE, but I'm going to acquire my FI. I'm going to pay more attention to it and give it more credit and obey it a bit more. Just allow FI to do its thing regardless of what my FE and TI say. Yeah, FE and TI. I should just, like, because from what I learned from ENTJs, I learned to harm others and be okay with it. Because it's not actual harm, it's what I perceive as harm, but it's not really harm. And so I should do the same thing with my FI. I should do what I feel like doing. Fuck the world, fuck everything. Because if I do what I feel like I feel like doing, I'm not doing anything wrong towards universal harmony. I'm not harming anyone else. And I should learn that. I should learn the difference between my perception of harming others and actually harming others. And I should learn that I have difficulty oh really? I have difficulty being assertive because it feels like it is disrupting external harmony. And so I should learn not to think that way and not to see things that way, because I'm not disrupting any external harmony. Being assertive is something everyone does, at least what I perceive and think of as assertive. It's something everyone does. So if I'm being assertive, I'm not harming anybody. I feel like I am. I feel like I'm doing something immoral, and it feels bad, but I need to be more aware of that. And so kind of paying more attention to FITE framework makes everything more simple. Now, I'm sure there's a more objective route to take in terms of solving these kinds of issues in your life, but I don't have the option to take any different route. My life situation is too strict and constricting to me to be able to do shit. I can't do much of anything, so this is the best thing I can do right now. Ah, crap, I can't go out today. I got a message, my friend canceled on me. Okay, he said how about tomorrow? I'm busy tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, see you guys.